Today I'll be showing you how to prepare a very tasty and nutritious Egyptian meal known as fool. I used to eat back at school when I was in Egypt. Now the first thing you're gonna need is some diced tomato, some fresh bell pepper, also sliced and diced. I didn't have any green ones, so I put some red peppers in there, but you can put greens, you can put both. I didn't have any parsley, so I put some coriander, but you probably should use parsley if you've got some at home. Thinly sliced onions, you can use red or white if you've got some, and garlic. The other thing is you're going to need is some lemon. You can use fresh lemon if you've got some, or if you can't find any, you can use some of this concentrated juice stuff. Now the main event here are those fava beans, also known as fool, and you can find them in your local Oriental store, which is quite a lot of them nowadays everywhere. You're going to need some tahini sauce, very important, some yogurt, salt, pepper, vinegar. Now this is coriander powder, cumin, ground cumin, and some chili flakes. And don't forget your vegetable oil and olive oil. In a little bit of oil, you're going to add a bit of that garlic on low heat, low to medium heat, so we don't want them to burn. While our garlic is cooking, we're going to add a bit of chili flakes in there. We're going to add vinegar, about half a cup maybe vinegar. Give it all a nice mix there. This is the cumin powder, and here is our coriander powder. And then we're going to mix it together until we have this nice consistency. And if you find that it's a bit too thick, just like mine here, you can add a little bit of boiling water. Now that the dough has been cooking for a few minutes, I'm going to take it off the heat and pour it into this little container here that I'm going to be using later. I'm going to use some vegetable oil. I'm going to add a little bit here into my frying pan, and in the oil I'm going to add my garlic, and then I'm going to add my chopped peppers. Once they started browning for a little bit, I'm going to add my tomatoes in there. The smell is quite good actually. Now we are opening our fava beans, or our garbanza beans. Sieve them in there and then just give them a quick wash with water. In our tomato mix, I'm going to add the beans, followed with a bit of boiled water, just a little bit. Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. Give them a nice mix. So onto our little fool mix, we're going to add salt, and I'm adding sea flakes. We're going to add a spoonful of ground coriander. We're going to add half a spoon of cumin and pepper. While my fool is cooking on slow heat, I've got a bit of yogurt in here, and I'm going to add a spoonful of tahini, maybe 2 spoonfuls actually. I want to make it a bit more juicy. So here is my 2 spoonfuls of tahini. Actually, I'm gonna go with 3 spoonfuls of tahini today. Now, do you remember what we prepared earlier today? The dough, we're just gonna drop it in there with all the garlic and all those red peppers in there. Wow. And now we're just gonna mix them all together until we have a consistent mix. Now I'm gonna squeeze a lemon in there, just so I can get all that zesty flavor. There we go. And we carry on mixing. Now that our fool is ready, it's presentation time, so I've turned off the gas. You just put it on a nice dish here like that. Just lower it gently, just like this. And then we garnish it with our sauce that we've made earlier. Just put a little bit in there. Wow, this is so unbelievably good. Now we're just gonna add a few more of these in there, just like that. Now we're gonna get our red onions. Just gonna sparkle a few, just like this on the sides. We're gonna get our coriander. Just put a bit of coriander on here. And finally, some olive oil on top of it, just to finish it off. Wow, what is going on? Now this is food, ladies and gentlemen, prepared to its very authentic and traditional recipe. You can eat that with bread, or you can eat it as is, but usually you'll eat it with bread. Final step is obviously the taste test, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. You take a piece of tortilla bread or Egyptian bread or Arabic bread, whichever bread you want, and you go like a little scoop, just like that. Basically, you use your fingers and you say Bismillah. This is tasty. You can feel the beans in there. I'm gonna go for a second one just to confirm the taste. Here you go. This is it. Full. Enjoy.